Yeah, so I got bored yesterday. Went back on Marketplace. I gotta stay off Marketplace. And if you look behind me, I ended up picking up two more projects. I picked up an electric cement mixer, needs some tires, and it has some rust on it. But that's gonna be for a little project I have coming up here. Instead of mixing 20 to 30 to 40 bags of cement by hand, pick that up. And then I also have a little trash pump on a trailer over there that they had for sale also. That one has a seized engine on it. So yeah, that's what happens when I get bored. I always try to find, I don't try to find, I always find these little projects. So let's get it unloaded and put it off to the side. I want to get it off the trailer so I can disconnect the trailer. So I'm probably just going to use the excavator since it's right there to lift it up and just set it off to the side. But it does have two flat tires. I'm talking a cement mixer. So while I have it up in the air on the excavator, I do have two other tires and rims that I am going to put on there to make it a little easier to roll. So let's get that thing unloaded and we'll go through it real quick. I'm not going to do any work on it except change the tires today. But let's see what I got myself into on the next one of the next projects I got coming up. So here's the backstory I got on the cement mixer and the trash pump. This young kid is helping his grandfather out. His grandfather is now elderly and unable to use anything, so his grandson is helping him list everything on Marketplace on Facebook for sale. So he wanted a fair price for this. It's electric. His grandfather actually poured his whole garage floor, I guess, with it. Shovel by shovel, or bag by bag. It's a Montgomery Ward, so it is definitely an old cement mixer. There's some rust on the inside, which I'll show you once I get it off the trailer. And it obviously needs new tires. The trailer hitch portion was cut off, so I'll have to weld on a trailer hitch portion on that. And then he also had this trash pump, and the grandfather's basement flooded years ago. So the grandfather bought the trash pump, ran it for 4 hours, and then just left it outside. So now the engine is seized up on that. So we came to an agreed upon price for both units. We loaded it up. We actually pushed it up with the flat tires and all. And here it is. So I have two tires with rims that should fit. It's a 4-bolt pattern. So I'm gonna lift this off with the excavator and put the new tires on it, make it a little easier to roll. So let's get it off the trailer. So I pretty much bought this sight unseen, except I knew it worked, and it's definitely worth what I paid for it. So let's go through it real quick, see what parts I'm going to need. I already replaced the tires with the set I had off my log splitter when I increased the size on my log splitter. So these are from the Phoenix, I think it's a Phoenix log splitter I have that's in the other videos. And one thing I did notice when I was there was inside the drum there's a rust hole right through. So I'm just gonna JB weld that whole section. I'll show you what I plan on doing with this, but I'll JB weld that whole section just to get it usable. But then out here you can see that this pulley has rotted off. So what the grandpa did was he actually bought another pulley that fit the splines on the shaft, but it was too small. So he just bolted it to that. So what I have to do is, that looks like probably like a 14-inch pulley. So I'll actually just look for another 14-inch pulley, but it's usable like that. But when I go to fix this whole thing up, motor runs nice and quiet. The brand is definitely a Montgomery, it says right there, Montgomery Ward. I think that's like old Sears catalog style, that old, from the 50s. And then there's no trailer hitch on the end here. So I'll make something, I'll fabricate something for that, just so I can move it around a little easier, either with the tractor or the handlebars with a trailer ball on it. What's cool is you load it like this, on this angle. Put your sand, cement, Portland cement, or your bag, whatever you're mixing. There's a little latch right here. This latch, let's see if, I don't know if I could do it one-handedly. This latch holds it in whatever position you want it. So now I have the latch off. I can put it vertical, which you really can't do because the handle's in the way of the latch. I can have it on this side, there, to load it on this side. But in my opinion, it goes a little too far. You really can't load it like that. So I think the other side is a loading position. And then this is a dumping position. So you could dump it. And you latch it with that bar. And the reason it was probably rusted is because they stored it in the wrong position. Got to store it this way. That way the water doesn't fill up with water. So it's gonna work for me. It's gonna definitely do the job that I needed to do. So I'm happy with it. So I'll make a materials list of what I want to get done, what I want to buy for parts or locate for parts, and go from there. But for now, I'll stick that over in the yard. Here's the trash pump. Never owned a trash pump before. I've used them before a couple times. So I don't think it's gonna be that big of a deal. Worst case scenario, I'll just take one of my little Hondas and I'll put my little Honda pump or my Honda engines on here. That is a Titan power. So that's probably like a knockoff of a Honda. So I have no use for it, except learn how they work, get them working, and stick them in the garage or the shed once I get them up and running and fixed. So it's all about learning. So that'll be an upcoming video, I'm sure. That's gonna be an upcoming video. And let me show you why I want the cement mixer real quick. It says, here, I took out the curb and there was a big tree stump here and the stump grinding one, but all my water runs through here. I want to get the water off the property. So I'm going to do a little 18-inch curb, 18-inch wide, and it's going to be more like a ramp to go all along this curb break here. And I might just, all this curb's broken, so I might just continue it all down here, all the way to that break in the curb right there. And that way I can get my mower also up and over, because right now I got to jump the curb with my mower over there, where those boards are over there, and it's destroying my mower, my big Exmark. So if I make a ramp right here, plus when I plow, I could make it easier to push the snow up and off to the side. So that's the main reason I got the cement mixer. Not that I need more projects, but it's going to save me from mixing probably, 30, 40, 50 bags by hand. So I got some other projects coming up. Bought a log splitter. I'm going to attempt to make an inverted log splitter for the excavator. I'm not taking apart my Phoenix, which is back there, but I bought another one that I'm going to take apart and make for this. So that way I could split the big rounds into manageable sizes and then pick them up on the small one. So that's a video coming up. I got a lot of projects to do this summer. So hope you enjoy them. See you on the next one.